Currently 76 degrees and rainy. Tabor College Blue Jays are taking on the McPherson Bulldogs here at home in Hillsboro, Kansas. This game is the first KCAC conference match, so both sides are looking for a big showing in their opening season debut. Tabor College is currently 1-3-2, while the Bulldogs are 2-3. How we doing, stream? A quick change, by the way, to the starting lineup. Michael Cawley III has been reported sick, so I think Ethan Thompson is going to be the one starting down there tonight. McPherson about to take the field now, as Tabor College Blue Jays are ready to go, getting set in place. Looks like Ryan Peden, the other North Irish kid, is also starting, with Federico Bove in behind him. Here's a couple of statistics. Like I said before, the record of 1-3-2 for the Tabor College Blue Jays and 2-3 for the Bulldogs. Tabor College having a rough defeat last time against John Brown University, but looking to come out strong here for the opening KCAC conference match. McPherson now taking the field and getting in position. Seems another change in the lineup, but Darius Armstrong going to be starting on that left mid position. It's Colton Roundtree on the right. Match is now kicked off. McPherson starting to get some touches on the ball here, moving it around nicely between their back line. Also including the goalkeeper into the play. Tabor College sitting back, letting them have this possession here. Interception now as Tabor College starts trying to make an attack. Federico Bove, I think the intended target for that through ball. Maybe a bit too much weight on it from Tyler Combs. Pressure now. McPherson now possession in the midfield, moving it wide. Crossing the halfway line now, moving forward, still building this attack nicely. Sending that forward in through. He's able to catch it near the corner flag, plays it back for ball to be whipped in across, almost finding a target from the top of the box, couldn't quite. Federico Bove able to make the clear. It's going to be out for a McPherson throw. Oh no, goal kick actually. Excuse me. Oh. Nobody's a throw in. There it is. Bit of confusion there. Like I said before, the massive North Irish lad, number 29, Ryan Peden, starting up top, trying to put the pressure on. McPherson trying to play it down the line here. Moving along, trying to find the forward. Couldn't quite. Tabor College now with a throw for down the line. Tabor College with another throw now on the right-hand sideline. Ball game played deep, trying to find a blue shirt. Couldn't quite. McPherson is able to make a massive clear, able to find the forward's feet. Still in possession of the ball and finding the winger, moving out wide, building a nice attack here. Ethan Thompson able to shut it down and get the little Meg there. Couldn't retain possession though. Ethan now skipping lines, going forward. Seems Darius Armstrong has sent him forward to be the designated left mid there for a second. Ball getting played back now. It's a foot race between the McPherson forward and Lewis Verminger, who's able to stop the cross from coming in. It's going to be out for a corner, though. McPherson College now trying to see if they can pull ahead here quite early into this half. If you haven't noticed, they're debuting, Tabor College is debuting the new kits. The field players and the goalkeeper all wearing new kits. Ball getting whipped in here, finding the back post. Didn't quite make the contact he wanted, trying to see if he could also hit the ball back post and get it past Derek. Couldn't quite. It's going to be a goal kick for Tabor College. Derek Eslinger now playing it to the midfielder. Tabor College trying to hold possession here. McPherson able to pick it back up. Dane Peterson clears it up, trying to find the forward's feet. Not quite. It's going to be a throw now for McPherson College. Throw goes down the line. I think the assistant referee said something. Maybe he lifted his foot. It's now going to be a Tabor College throw. Tabor College now. Dane Peterson up for the throw here. Trying to find Ryan Peden's head. Couldn't quite. Colton Roundtree now on ball. Trying to move forward. Catches the deflection off the McPherson defender. It's going to be out for another Tabor College throw now. Dane Peterson now. Seeing what he can find in the mixer here. Long ball, almost finding Darius Armstrong. Couldn't quite. Another throw coming up soon for Tabor College. Dane Peterson now. Trying to find Ryan Peden. Couldn't quite. Ball's falling out now. Moved across Tabor College. Still trying to build an attack here. Couldn't quite. McPherson now starting the counter. Tabor College is able to intercept and regain possession of the ball here, but cleared away. Now in the hands of the McPherson goalkeeper. Playing it safe now. McPherson College trying to see what they can build here. Long ball trying to find the opposing winger. Dane Peterson able to make an interception. McPherson back in possession. Ryan Peden stepping to press the keeper. Keeper clears it away. It's going to be out for a throw-in for Tabor College. Dane Peterson now on the right sideline. Getting ready for a throw. Trying to find Ryan Peden's head. Again, not quite. Jeremy Crable now trying to chase this one down. McPherson moving this ball around in the midfield. Darius Armstrong with the interception. Nice tackle there. Federico Bove trying to dive in on it. Couldn't quite catch it. Jeremy Crable, the one able to make the interception. Beautiful little nutmeg there. Jeremy Crable's able to get between the legs. McPherson now back in possession. With this in the midfield. Jeremy Crable trying to dive in. Federico going in pretty hard on this player. Getting a talking to and a yellow card. Federico Bove. Only around 7 minutes in. Oh, excuse me, 8 minutes in. Federico Bove already seeing his first yellow card of the night. Dive might have been a little bit too hard into the player, not enough into the ball for the ref's liking. McPherson now playing it fast. Jeremy Crable trying to make a quick interception there. McPherson keeping it in, moving this around nicely. Keeping possession, even though Tabor's trying to pressure this in the back there. Huge long ball trying to find a winger. Ethan Thompson trying to hold up this man here. Ball gets whipped in. Almost finding McPherson head there. So now a Tabor College throw here. Quite deep in their own half. With McPherson still pressuring pretty high up. McPherson now trying to restart their attack. Moving it wide. Getting ready to swing it in. A little bit of footwork there from the right back. McPherson still in possession of this ball. Finding a winger. Nice little back heel there. Find top of the box on the volley. Ambitious strike. Could have been something fantastic though. With the back heel assist to catch it on the volley and try and put it away to the far side corner. Would have been a fantastic strike. Tabor College now with the goal kick as Derek Eslinger lines up for it. Ball now moved forward. Ethan Thompson letting this one roll out. It's going to be a throw for Tabor College. Ball down the line. Jeremy Cribble able to get a header on it, trying to find Darius Armstrong on the through. Jeremy again trying to find another forward up there, moving on, couldn't quite. It's gonna be headed back to the McPherson keeper. He's gonna just roll it away to one of his center backs for an easy possession here. McPherson College now moving this around. Lots of runners here, lots of numbers moving forward. Lewis Firminger able to make the interception, but McPherson picks it right back up again, near the corner flag now. Finds a split, lays it off to the right back. McPherson College still in possession here. Looking to build an attack from sideline to sideline. Still moving top of the box now. Tries to skim one over. Catches the forward's feet, who gets the correct contact, I'd say, on that ball. I think scared all of us for a second. Not quite able to find the back of the net, but still a very good attack there. Find top of the box to slip it past that back line over the post and to stay on sides that forward. Fantastic job. McPherson now moving this forward. Couldn't quite keep it in though. Dane Peterson now with a throw in. Dane Peterson throwing it down line now. Trying to find Ryan Peenan's head, who flicks it over, trying to see if he can find Bove. Moving towards net, couldn't quite. It's all the way back to the keeper now though. Keeper can't pick it up because it'd be a pass back. Lewis Firminger able to make the headed interception there. Colton Roundtree not quite with the touch he wanted. Ball's going to go out for a McPherson College throw-in. Over the line now. McPherson winger trying to hold up this ball here. Moving to the top of the box now. Thinking about the shot. Tries to catch it. Ethan Thompson's able to make that step to get in the way. McPherson, I'd say, with 3 really big chances already that we've seen. About 13 minutes have been played now. Finding a lot of stuff and building their attack, holding tons of possession and moving it to the top of the box into a dangerous area. And trying to make a play out of that. McPherson doing a great job of building their attack. Tabor College now, Derek Eslinger up to take this free kick. Goes long. Darius Armstrong trying to pick this up on the wing now. McPherson takes the cleared ball out the sideline. Ethan Thompson now in for the throw-in, finding Ryan Peden. Tries to find a midfielder, couldn't quite. Falls to McPherson forward. So McPherson now trying to build an attack here. Huge through ball. George Delay able to shut it down though. Jeremy Crable now on ball. Federico Bove moving in this round. I think this is one of the first possessions we've seen from Tabor College this match so far. So trying to move this around. Nice little layoff there from the McPherson player. McPherson still building attack here. McPherson now switching fields. Moving it sideline to sideline, trying to find something here now. Tabor now back in possession. Going back to the keeper. Ryan Pede not able to catch this one. McPherson now back in possession. Moving this around. Finding the winger. I think we can tell in these past 15 minutes, McPherson's able to been really the side that's settled in so far. While some of the Tabor players have pulled out some of the flicks and tricks, I think the McPherson ones are holding the possession, holding the play here. Ball whipped in now. Almost finding the feet of a forward. McPherson are doing a great job of holding that possession, deciding where they want to build their attacks and where they don't. Dane Peterson with another clear. McPherson with another throw-in. Huge tackle there. McPherson player down now. Player's still down. They might be needing to call a trainer in a second. Player's getting ready to stand up here. Seems he's okay. It's going to now be a free kick right outside the box, quite near the corner flag for McPherson College now. 2 on the wall. Tabor College trying to defend this one, finding the back post, whips it back in, almost finding another header. Dane Peterson now just clearing it up. Darius Armstrong still moving, trying to move this one forward. Ryan Peden holding up his player. Going to be calling a foul now against McPherson for Tabor College. Lewis Verminger now stepping up for the free kick. Kick now. Trying to find back post. McPherson now starting their counter. Tons of speed from this winger coming down the line, trying to find another one in the box. George Delay with another important clearance. Dane Peterson getting up from the other challenge and making the clearance there. McPherson back in possession here. Moving this around. McPherson now moving forward. Tons of attacking presence here. Almost finding a shot. What I think to be a crossed ball. Right back able to move forward and almost finding the top post or the top corner of the far post. Seems Ryan Peden is now getting subbed off. John Lee coming back now. John Lee, like we saw in his first match, getting a goal, seeing if he can affect this game too. Derek Eslinger clearing this ball up. Tyler Combs makes contact in the midfield, but still falls to a McPherson player. Seems a foul is called on the McPherson midfielder who went up with Tyler. Seems that Tyler Combs is tying his shoe down there, I believe. Maybe some problems with the ankle. Lewis Verminger now on ball. Darius Armstrong to Jeremy Krebel. Tyler cuts his man. Jeremy Crable now. Playing the line. Offsides call, though. John Lee. Maybe a bit too ambitious, trying to play on the side of that shoulder. Ball is now going back to the goalkeeper as McPherson starting a new possession. They move the ball forward now. Lewis Fremenger able to make the interception. Back to Derek Eslinger. Huge clear now from Derek. John maybe with a bit of a misread there. Colton Roundtree trying to catch a straggler here for Federico Bove. Into John, who is offside, excuse me. He was offside, but also wasn't able to put it away. Huge build-up play from quite a long ball from Derek Eslinger. I think Colton Roundtree was the one who initially caught it off the clearance of the defender. Got it into Federico Bove. Tried to flick on John Lee. Bit of a miscommunication there. Jeremy Crable able to pick up the straggler, though. Play it wide to find Darius Armstrong. Player's gone down in the middle. It seems Federico, bit of an ankle injury. McPherson now back in possession here. McPherson back to the goalkeeper. Finding the winger now. McPherson approaching the corner flag. Slipping it through. Trying to find one more into the mixer. George Zelaya. Like I've been saying for most of this first half, finding those important interceptions and cutting those balls from finding the top of the box or inside the box. Fantastic defensive performance so far. Ethan able to tap this one out, but still in danger. Tabor College now. See a ball approaching inside the mixer. Now Derek Eslinger able to get a hand to it. Puts it out. Seems to be chance after chance for McPherson right now. Lots of possession, lots of shots, lots of chances so far. McPherson now whipping this one in. Trying to find a body, couldn't quite. Seems a foul is called on McPherson College. Derek Eslinger now with a free kick. Derek Eslinger maybe thinking about another long ball. Seemed to be quite successful last time. Trying to find a midfielder here. Federico Bove not able to make contact. Darius Armstrong now. Nice little nutmeg to pass it to Ethan. Trying to slip John through. Ball is staying close to being in, not quite. It's now going to be a McPherson College throw out here deep inside their half on the left side. McPherson now utilizing the keeper again. John now stepping quite high. Colton trying to make an interception there. It's going to be a throw from McPherson College. Lots of pressure here from Tabor College. But McPherson back in possession now. A little over 20 minutes gone now. I'd say almost five to seven chances for McPherson. Maybe one serious one from Tabor College. Nice little move there from the McPherson player. Still moving forward. Nice possession of play here to get this outside. Down the wing. McPherson College now moving forward. Nice little move there. Big swing to the back post. And on the volley, catches the deflection off of Dane Peterson. Huge deflection there. Could have been a lot worse for the Tabor College defense if they let that one through. Huge swing to find the back post and lots of ambition from the forward to catch it on the volley. Very hard to keep those down sometimes. Ball whipped in, front post, nearly making the contact. McPherson now trying to build something out of this. Top box whipping it in into the mixer. Derek's letting this one go. It's going to be a goal kick for Tabor College. Derek Eslinger now. Maybe a bit low. Intercepted by McPherson forward. George Zelaya able to catch this one back. Playing it all the way back to keep now. Tabor College. Now moving this one wide, trying to find Colton Roundtree here. Build something. Huge play. Almost finding a winger down there. Darius Armstrong on that run. Lewis Firminger with a huge ball trying to find that. Couldn't quite though. Ethan Thompson now left back. Getting ready for a throw in here. Trying to find the feet of John Lee. Couldn't quite. McPherson now back in possession. McPherson College now. Moving this forward, trying to find the winger there. Lewis Firminger making an important interception. Couldn't quite make the possession away though. As McPherson now having a throw-in on the midway line. Trying to play over the top. Jeremy Crable able to make the interception though. I think a Rambona attempt there to find the winger, almost finding a forward as well. Impressive progression of play there. Nice little Rambona. I believe that was the number 8 player for McPherson College to play the winger in through. McPherson now. Top of the box near the corner. Moving this back, trying to build a little bit of possession here before they make that final attack, I think. Still moving this around. Slips him through. He's able to whip it in. George Zelaya again with shutting him down. Ball's still in though. Derek Eslinger rushing out of net to clear that ball. It's going to be a quick throw for McPherson as they whip this one back in. Derek able to haul and make it back to net. McPherson now trying to move this one on. Nice little 1-2 play there. Whips it in. Darius Armstrong there with the defensive header to get that one away. Ethan Thompson now with another clear. John Lee chasing this one down. Foot race. Great hustle from the McPherson defender who was able to stop John Lee there. McPherson now. George Zelaya. Interception. I feel like those 2 words so far, those 3 words, excuse me, have been hand in hand tonight. George Zelaya, an interception. He's been a defensive rock, able to stop a bunch of these balls from getting crossed in, being a little bit more dangerous than the already dangerous attacks that they're building. McPherson now moving forward. Dane Peterson able to shut this one down for now. But now McPherson have a throw-in, little past the midway line. Just a little under 20 minutes remaining in this half now. 2 substitutions now for for McPherson College. I think we see a freshman also warming up down on the sideline for Tabor College. Braden, number 15. McPherson now in possession. Switching fields now. Moving this around. It's going to be Jeremy Crable who's able to get this one back. Ethan Thompson, I think, hits it off the McPherson defender for the deflection for the throw-in for Tabor College. Ethan now. Finding Darius Armstrong. McPherson player able to make that challenge. Now back in possession. The McPherson forward. Laying it off, moving down the line now. McPherson College building an attack. Getting past Dane Peterson now, whipping it in front post, almost making the contact. McPherson College really trying to push this one to be 1-0 before the half. Try and build that momentum. See if they can finish this one out. Ball comes to keeper forward, almost making contact on it. Derek Eslinger able to pick it up though. Derek Eslinger, huge clearance now. Trying to find John Lee there. Maybe misread it a little bit, falls a bit over his head. John Lee, heavy pressure now as he's trying to win this ball back. Tons and tons of pressure. McPherson now moving forward. George Eli clearing this one back, giving it right back to the player who moved it forward. McPherson going back to the keeper. McPherson now moving forward. Nice little slip above. Couldn't quite find the designated target. Bove now going wide. Jeremy trying to find Darius Armstrong out there on the wide. Couldn't quite. McPherson now with a quick throw to move it around in their back line once more. McPherson now. Bit of an easy possession here, so just move it around. Getting ready to build something here. All the players looking forward. A nice little ball down the wing side there. Number 21 and whips this one in, trying to find contact. Top post, able to slip it in. Derek Eslinger, huge hands to come out all the way, almost to the top of his own box to make sure he's able to grab that one. Lots of speed to come off the line like that. Lots of courage too, with the forwards thinking every fiber in their body wanting that goal. Gotta put a lot of courage to try and dive to their feet and pick it up. McPherson now moving forward down this left side. Still moving forward. Trying to move towards the top of the box. Numbers now. Unlucky touch for the McPherson winger there. He's got a bit of help. Finds it through the back side. Darius Armstrong, the one able to physical him off and make that a goal kick. Now substitution. Braden Oliver now coming on for Federico Bove. Another substitution I think we see warming up down on the sideline there. 17, Juan Pablo. Derek Eslinger now with the goal kick. Trying to find Colton Roundtree. McPherson now moving this around, finding almost the back post. Ethan Thompson trying to clear it up. Foul is now called, I believe, against Tabor College. It's going to be a McPherson free kick, excuse me.
Hey, that's not positive, Colton. Keep that quiet. Hey, 3. Get tight. Ref on your whistle.
It's not going to be a free kick. It's about 10 yards off to the top of the box. Tons of numbers here for McPherson. Putting it out wide, whipping this one in now. Lewis able to make that clearance. And Darius also catching a deflection before he putting it outside. McPherson now taking a quick throw. Goal line into the mixer. George Delia with the interception there. Another ball whipped in again. Derek gets a fist to it. Top of the box though. McPherson, huge strike. But even bigger hands from Derek Eslinger. He knows he He knows he just made a great save there. Fantastic strike to catch it on the volley. Fantastic hands to even catch the strike though. McPherson defense now. Back in possession of this. Tabor College now in possession. Jeremy Crable trying to move this around. McPherson back in possession again. Slipping it down the line. McPherson able to keep it in. Trying to build something there. George Delia with the clear. I think the McPherson forward maybe wanted one more touch before taking it to net. Would have been a huge chance for them. Throw it now for McPherson College. McPherson trying that little slip in behind. We've seen it happen a lot as they're trying to slip this to the goal line. All right, seems there's a bit of confusion from the players down there. You can hear with the mic by that goalpost. Bit of confusion. One, that's a corner kick. It's still going to be a McPherson corner kick though. Ball whipped in. I believe it was Tyler who was able to make the clearance though. Huge tackle from Dane. It's going to be another throw for McPherson College. McPherson now trying to get this down the line. Jeremy Crable fighting for this one back, not able to make it. Lewis again with another clearance out to the sideline. Just about 10 minutes left of this first half. Top of the box strike. Bit of a roller to Derek Eslinger. Well, a good chance. We've seen a couple better chances from McPherson already in this half. Derek Eslinger now playing it long. Still see the two subs down there waiting for Tabor College to get the opportunity to make the sub. It seems huge foul here. I think yellow card to number 15, Braden Oliver, who just subbed on for Federico Bove. Maybe it's a bit of a cursed position as both center attacking mids now have yellow cards. McPherson College now setting up for their set piece free kick. Playing it long, trying to find maybe something on the back post. George Delia able to step up and make that touch there. Huge ball whipped. Trying to catch that. Trying to redirect it back to net. Couldn't quite. Lewis Firminger now. Off the goal post. And into the back of Tabor College's net. McPherson with the goal. I think Derek is not happy with it. It seemed he thought the ball came out off the goal post. I think we might be able to get a replay going soon of that goal. Here's a replay now. I think this ball fell out. Taking the deflection off the goalpost. But if, for any striker, that's a dream right there to have it just land right in front of you. The goalkeeper already on the ground. Any striker's dream right there. Lucky to be in the right place at the right time. Tabor College now moving forward. Lots of pressure here as McPherson are in possession, but Tabor College still trying to get something on it. George now moving forward as well. Numbers coming forward here. Ball's back to McPherson goalkeeper. Seems Garza's come out on this left side now. I think Braden got moved back to a center defensive mid for Tabor College. Maybe even rotating with JP now, with Alex Garza and Rudolph as the left and right, or sorry, left and left back, left mid and left back, excuse me. Huge ball to the McPherson winger here. Not quite able to catch it though. It's gonna be a throw for Tabor College. Tabor College now throwing along from Dane Peterson, trying to catch Braden there. It's going to be off the McPherson player. JP sets it back down. Dane Peterson with another throw now down this right side. Trying to find something along for John Lee. Not quite. Jeremy Crable now. McPherson now building a play here. George stepping up very aggressively, able to make that contact. Rudy playing it forward, almost finding John Lee on a through. Almost pulling the rabbit out of the hat there. McPherson College now in possession. Top of the box, finding the corner flag, whipping it in. Huge catch from Dane Peterson there to intercept that with a header and clear it out. We've already seen that there's tons of confidence from these McPherson players to catch this ball on top of the box on the volley and take the shot, even put it on target. So these defenders able to catch these crosses, doing wonders for the Tabor College defense right now. Ball whipped in now. Derek Eslinger able to make the catch. Ball a little bit over John Lee. Falls to the McPherson goalkeeper. McPherson now back in possession. McPherson now. Colton able to step up to it. Keeps it, or gets a deflection out. It's McPherson. Heavy throw down the line, finding feet, but JP, it seems something's been called. I guess the throw-in might have lifted his feet. It's going to be a throw-in for Tabor College now. For those unfamiliar, you have to keep your feet planted on the ground whenever you're taking a throw-in. I think the player might have lifted his feet a little bit. So they call it back and give the throw-in to the other team. Rudy now moving up this left side. Trying to find something, couldn't quite. Maybe a bit too fancy. It's going to be a Tabor College throw, though. Rudy now trying to find Braden. Gets a clear forward. Jeremy Crable back in possession here. Finding George Zelaya. Plays it back to Derek Eslinger. Huge clear now. Ball kind of pinging around here. No clear possession. Jeremy Crable down though. Huge ball. Colton Roundtree moving forward still. Almost past the goalkeeper. Not sure what they called now. Colton Roundtree have gone down. Alex Garza going down. They're calling a corner now. I think they're looking for something else. No, maybe not even a corner. I guess it's a foul on Tabor College. Or is it goal kick? I'm a little bit confused up here. Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick, I believe. I thought there was going to be a foul that was going to be called. Huge chance there for Tabor College as Colton Roundtree able to get past the goalkeeper. Couldn't quite find the finish though, as the last defender did a great job of covering his net. JP now trying to find Colton Roundtree again, who tries to find Garza on the back side. Braden Oliver, Jeremy Crable now finds Rudolph. catches the deflection off of the McPherson College midfielder. I think Tabor College is starting to feel the momentum a little bit. They're starting to seeing they just put together an attack that almost showed signs of McPherson's defense bleeding a little bit. Well, they've been so solid this game so far. McPherson now with a throw. Lots of high pressure now. Jeremy trying to step in on this again. Switched ball. Dane Peterson able to make the interception, but the back post is still free. JP going in hard on this player. Seems it's going to be a foul. JP isn't happy with the call either. It's now going to be a McPherson free kick from about 30 yards from net. You might see that's on the 20, but with the end zone included of the 10 yards. About 30 yards out from net here. Ball getting lined up by Derek Eslinger as he's preparing for this one to come in. Huge ball whipped in. Derek's able to make the punch, get the ball clear. Dangerous ball whipped in from that free kick though, placed in a very good position to make it awkward for the goalkeeper and give your forwards a chance to get contact on that ball. Derek Eslinger able to stay strong though. Make the fist. Ball's played wide. McPherson now in possession here. Just about 2 minutes remaining in this half now. McPherson building an attack here. Jeremy Crable catching a little bit of the ankle of the McPherson midfielder. Free kick now for McPherson. A little bit closer to net now as they're not in such a harsh angle anymore. They might be starting to look towards net. Sorry, excuse me. They might start looking towards net now on this free kick. McPherson now getting set up with 3 people getting set for the set piece. Huge hit now. Like I said, looking at net, trying to find that bottom corner. Derek is able to get some hands to it, though, but not quite able to catch the ball. It's going to be out for a McPherson corner kick now. With a little under 1:30 remaining in this half. McPherson Bulldogs now trying to set up for one of the last attacks of this half. Ball's whipped in. They get caught somebody on the front post. They're going to call it a McPherson deflection to go out. So Derek Eslinger now on the goal kick. A little under a minute remaining now of this half. Tabor College maybe a little less eager than you'd think to try and get maybe one goal back before heading into the locker room for half. Moving forward now. So let's hold this one up. Ball moving forward for McPherson College. Lots of pressure though. Great footwork to be able to hold this one. Dane Peterson, huge hit. Just putting it down to their corner. Goalkeeper's going to try and waste a bit of time here. He's got about 20 seconds to wait for the rest of this half. I think the players are going to be fine with that. John Lee's not pressuring. They're just going to wait this half out.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
It seems that we're going to have a replay now from inside the goal. I think this was for the first goal to see if might be a better angle on if this ball truly did come out or not. See it move now. It's able to, nice angle there. Couldn't quite see if this one actually was. I think the issue is if it was out before it hit the post there. Because as soon as it knocked against that post, it came back into the forward's feet. Not sure, but very close indeed. Derek Eslinger also able to Can just fingertips to it. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Paul Brooks from State Farm Insurance at 2121 North Tyler, Wichita, Kansas. Contact Paul for all your life, home, and car insurance and more. Fleming's Mini Store All at 407 South Date, Hillsboro. Find solutions to all your storage needs with proper security measures at Fleming's Mini Store All. And the Mennonite Brethren Foundation at 200 East D Street in Hillsboro, Kansas, giving meaning to money. Thank you guys for sponsoring the stream. And we're heading in at 1-0 now for McPherson Bulldogs. Catch you guys at the start of the next half.
Coach, this is your first season at Tabor. Can you talk about how the transition has been for you coming to Hillsboro?
The transition's been pretty good. I've been once started especially and got in the thick of practice and meets. It's been flowing really well. I came from California and moved here in July, and I enjoyed coming. I'd actually grown up on a farm out in a small rural farming town called Camp Creek. So I was used to a small town, but it took a little bit of getting used to. But once we're in the mix of things here, it's been easy.
And you talked a little bit about your background. You played college tennis at the University of Oregon. Can you talk a little bit about your experience there and your successes?
Sure. So I actually walked onto the team. From a young boy, I had one ambition to play tennis for Oregon. I worked hard on it and made the team as a walk-on. Then my sophomore year, I earned a scholarship and was very successful. I set a record, second best all time for singles, a single season mark in singles. So I played 2 years, had a very successful career.
And so talk about your time after Oregon, playing tennis there. You moved to the Bay Area in California, and you worked at a tennis academy. Can you talk about your experiences
right.
there?
Well, I actually worked at two clubs down there. I was a director at one where I had 20 pros underneath me, and it was a pretty big place. And I moved to my second job there was a place called Tompkins Tennis Academy, and it's probably one of the top 3 or 4 academies in the nation, best on the West Coast. And almost all the pros there are all former D1 athletes, or actually the top players in their country. And I was the head pro there, so I was in charge of all the coaches, the curriculum, how the practice will run, that kind of thing. It was a very intense job, and I had a great boss though, a guy named Richard Tompkins, who grew up in the Bolletary Academy where Andre Agassi was there. And so a lot of what we did there was based on what Bolletary was teaching and is still teaching at the Bolletary Academy, now called the IMG Academy.
Oh, wow. So it's San Francisco, and teaching at those academies is a lot different than teaching here at Tabor College in Hillsboro, Kansas. So what drew you, being in California, being a director at these academies, what drew you to come here and coach here at Tabor College?
Well, I always wanted to actually take my game to another level, the collegiate level. And in the interview process, I got to know all the coaches. Like I met Sean Reed Carroll, David Ediger, and I was really impressed with their character and how they treated me. And I liked their moral environment here. Everything was up front, and they were trying to do the right thing. That really impressed me. I wanted to be in charge of a whole team. I actually wanted to take what I've been doing at Tompkins and actually take it to another level. So I felt like I could actually improve on what was going on at Tompkins, and this opportunity at Tabor was the way of doing that.
So let's transition to Tabor and the team this fall. They've already played a couple of matches, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go about the structure of practice. So I hear you're kind of, it's really intense. Can you kind of go in a little bit of detail about those practices?
Right, so we're practicing about 2 hours and 10 minutes a day, and from the moment they show up, we don't mess around. We go right into serious hitting. We're feeding balls to the players as fast as we can feed. And then I let them, once we pick up the balls, we go into live hitting where they're hitting back and forth, and the drills are designed to be tougher than a match and to toughen them up, both mentally and physically. Plus, we're doing a lot of strategic things while all this is going on, like talking about where to move on the court, you know, how to position your racket to return a certain shot. I teach them as much as I can in that 2-hour time. It's very dense, and it's not, and nothing's going halfway. We're going as full as we can during that time period.
And you have 2 graduate assistant coaches. Talk about those 2 and how they have helped you implement this in practice.
Right. Well, Naima and Stephen are great. We'll talk about what we're going to do before practice in office or maybe on the court before everybody shows up. And oftentimes they'll be feeding balls and kind of making sure the practice is going the way I want it to go. They've been great. Without them, my job would have been a lot tougher.
And the players now, the women, who has stood out here in fall so far, and we'll go to the men's in a second.
Sure. So we have Tessa Isaac, and she's a senior. Her father is actually the head coach at Sterling College, Lonnie Isaac, and Lonnie actually played here for 1 year and actually coached her also. Very good guy. Tessa has a good tennis background from her father. She's our #1 player right now. We have another young lady named Kayla Roth, and Kayla's great. She is one of my favorites. She is extremely tough. She lifts weights actually 5 days a week outside of tennis practice, and you can tell she's fit and she can go the distance with players. She's very tough-minded, and I'm very, very happy with her. So we got those 2, and then we have, unfortunately, most of the other players on our team are doing either soccer or cross country, and they'll be available starting the winter. We'll have a full team then.
And so the men so far, there's been a couple of guys playing in the last 2 matches.
Right. So we have. I'll just start with. I'll just give you our whole team here. We have a new kid, Justin Schroeder from he actually played basketball for McPherson College, and he's been great. He joined late on the team. He's a very good athlete, really hardworking, great character. We have Daraj, who is a junior. He's very analytical, great teammate. He's actually one of our captains. Billy Weiser's a captain. Billy's been great. He works really hard. He's competitive. He's got a little bit of an edge to him. Like he's ready to go toe-to-toe with anybody he plays against. I really like that about him. Then we have Zachary Weiss, who's a freshman, and he's super talented, huge serve, really well built. He's the prototype of tennis player, kind of like Federer, like lanky, long arms, can run fast. I'm really expecting good things from him. And then number 2, and our 2 top players are Pierce Clausen, who was valedictorian of his high school, Arc City High School. Extremely smart, good character, works hard, can just play forever. I'm expecting him to be kind of like the cornerstone. He has to play the #1 spot, so he's playing great players every time, like guys that are older than him, usually from other countries that are hitting really heavy balls, strong balls, but he's really gotten better even in the 3 weeks of practice we've had. So then the other recruit I'm really liking also, a freshman from Peru, his name's John Paul Fort. And what I like about John Paul Fort is really interesting is that when it comes time for a match, he plays bigger. Like he'll show good stuff in practice, but in a match, he'll just take it to another level. So he has another gear he goes to in a match, and I really like that about him. Very coachable, and he's got a good sense of humor, and he's fitting in really well with the team coming all the way from Peru.
Which is pretty hard for an international kid to come in here as a freshman.
I give him a lot of courage to what he's doing. That'd be hard to do what he's doing. He's got a lot of courage.
And you talked about the team. I talked to Billy Weiser a few weeks ago and talked about the community in the tennis team. And I believe that you guys hosted the tennis team at your house for dinner.
Yeah. That was fun. We actually have a pool in the backyard, and they were all doing like flips and cannonballs, and everybody went swimming. We had a nice little lunch afterwards or dinner. It was great to have them over there. I met my family.
So we talk about the community with the tennis team. How has the Tabor community opened up their arms to you and your family?
It's been great. People are saying hi to me. I don't know who they are. I get I get emails and phone calls. I don't know even who they are. They're just reaching out to me. Of course, all the coaching staff here has been great, and the faculty. I get to know some of the faculty also, and I'm not used to this community, the way this community is. I mean, it's different. I've ever experienced for the last 20 years. We're in a big city, and you don't really, you just kind of drive to work and come home and get ready for the next day. So that's been nice, a nice change.
So with the season picking up in the springtime, what are your expectations from now to the season?
I have big expectations. I expect us to have a winning season on both sides, and I don't want to make grand predictions, but I think we work really hard. We'll compete with anybody.
Which is exciting because the tennis team has gradually gotten better in the last few years, so it'll be exciting for the tennis team to exceed those expectations for the spring. So we are at the net with Tabor head tennis coach Luke Rencher.
That was another fantastic song here on Game Time. The product of athletics is not wins and championships. It's the development of lifetime values and respect for the game. Please join us in showing your good sportsmanship and respect for those who play, coach, and officiate these events, and help those lessons extend beyond this game and into the classrooms and our daily lives. Time for more great tunes here on Game Time.
Well, welcome back to stream. We're about to start the second half now with, McPherson Bulldogs being 1-0 up now, right out to the Tabor College Blue Jays. Just a couple seconds left here of the halftime remaining. McPherson huddled on the field. Tabor College huddled right outside the field, getting ready to start this second half. Tabor College seeing if they can try and rekindle some of their good chances and see if they can make some more of them happen in the second half to try and either tie this game up or win it, while McPherson just has to keep going strong. I think something we saw last half, that for everyone new tuning in, McPherson did a wonderful job of holding possession of the ball, moving around nicely, choosing where and where not to attack, and just really picking their attacks wisely. Tabor College getting a couple of long balls that caught deflections, building chances. It's all about the Tabor College pressure right now. Tabor College men's soccer now lined up. Similar lineup to the starting lineup. Seems John Lee has come on for Ryan Peden though. Meaning Federico Bove is back on as well, so is Tyler Combs. McPherson College now. George Delay able to make the big interception there, but loses it to McPherson. McPherson, big swing to the back post. Rudolph is able to catch that one though. Play forward, lots of pressure here from Darius Armstrong and John Lee. McPherson have to utilize their keeper to get out of this pressure. McPherson College now. Trying to utilize the wingers now. McPherson College not able to find the winger they wanted there. Tabor College now, moving forward. Rudolph catching a bit of the player, I think, checking on him. No harmful intentions there, so I think there's going to be no card awarded, but definitely a foul, though. Good call on the ref to call that one back. McPherson College now with possession in the defense. Huge ball back now to McPherson goalkeeper. Luis Fermager bringing this ball up for a free kick for Tabor College. Golden Roundtree trying to step fast on this one. It's going to be called back here. Maybe a McPherson throw actually instead of a foul. Colton Roundtree doesn't seem to be pleased with the call back there. It's going to be a McPherson free kick now. Sending numbers forward, trying to see if they can finish off the scoreline here. Getting a 2-0 advantage would be huge at this point in the game. Swung in very nicely, finding that back post. Lots of curve on that. For a fantastic hit. Moving that to the back post, trying to find that header back there. Huge build-up. But it's going to be out for a goal kick for Derek Eslinger now. Played up to the midfield. Ball is now sent wide. Colton Roundtree trying to pick up possession here. John Lee. Into Federico Bove. Tries to get a flick on to Colton Roundtree down the line there. Couldn't quite catch it though. It's going to be a McPherson throw in here. Taking it quick, playing it back. Not quite all the way back as they switch center backs now. I think something that's been super vital for this McPherson attack is the sending up of the fallbacks and joining them in the attack. Huge chance now for McPherson. Ball is still rolling back. It's going to just go wide of the net. Almost nearly a goal. Another one for McPherson for number 9. Getting a little touch to it. Like I was saying, the fallbacks, though, being able to move up the field and sending the wingers to a little bit higher of a position, it's creating huge opportunities right now for McPherson. We've seen it all in the first half with the 1-2 play going down the line. McPherson whipping this one in, trying to find that back post, number 9 again. Couldn't quite keep it down this time. It's going to be out for a goal kick for Derek Eslinger. Tabor College now setting up for this goal kick. Goal kick now cleared out, trying to find Taylor Combs or Jeremy Crable there. Bit confused with the foul. It almost like the McPherson player didn't jump straight up, but it's going to be called on Tabor College. It's going to be now a free kick for McPherson. Short player checking, almost playing it quick there. Colton Roundtree was able to step to it, though, and cut that option out. Back post trying to find something here. McPherson couldn't quite. Luis Firminger able to shut that one down, but still in play. Rudy able to use some of that physical strength and keep his opponent off the ball. It's going to now be a corner kick for McPherson College. Lots of runners here in the box. Ball whipped in. I think it's going to be a foul called against McPherson, but Derek Eslinger still able to make contact on that save to keep the header away from net. Great opportunity for McPherson. Great save from Derek. Like we've seen in the first half with this fantastic goalie save to save a volleyed shot from outside the box. Seems Derek Eslinger has been rising to the occasion of this MAC offense. Tabor College now in possession. Tyler pressuring this one back, playing it out though. It's going to be a throw-in for McPherson now. Federico Bove now finding Rudolph on the outside. Comes in pressure now. Federico Bove still back in possession. Jeremy Crable now. George Zelaya still moving forward. Dane Peterson trying to find Tyler Combs. Nice slide tackle there. Jeremy Crable now in possession, moving forward nicely. Huge over-the-top ball to Darius Armstrong. He's running in. Huge tackle. I think they're not going to call it. It's going to be a corner kick, though, for Tabor College. Massive tackle. Could have gone either way. Seems some of the Tabor fans aren't too happy with the call. So now here's a Federico Bove whipping this one in with his right foot, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Trying to find somebody. Tabor College with the numbers in the box. Finding a Tabor head, not quite able to put it on target, though. I believe that was Darius Armstrong who made contact with it. Seems a bit frustrated with himself that he wasn't able to get on the score sheet just there. Good attempt, though. Fantastic from Tabor College. Going Roundtree now in possession here. Nice physical play there from the McPherson forward. Tabor College back in possession here. Trying to split the line there. Tyler Combs able to pick this one back up. Still fighting to hold possession here as he's shut down by 2 men. Huge tackle there. Tyler not happy with that. I think they're being, going for a bit of the ankles. I think he finally had enough of it. Went back at it. Not happy with the call. It's now going to be a McPherson free kick. Just about 10 minutes into this half so far. Derek Eslinger able to pick this one up. Derek Eslinger now. Huge kick forward. Federico Bove trying a little back heel to Darius Armstrong. McPherson now moving this one all the way back to the keeper again. Nice little move there from the McPherson defender. Federico Bove trying to sneak up on this one and catch them. A little off guard. Just trying to build a counterattack. McPherson handling the situation well, though. Huge hit now. Derek Eslinger coming out of his box and trying to put this one away. McPherson still able to keep this one in, though. Still in possession here, moving it back to the fullback. Gets a huge whip in, trying to find that the right winger. Not quite, though. McPherson now. Tabor College in possession here. Derek Eslinger able to make the clearance, though. John Lee coming up for this one. Couldn't quite make the contact on it. Goes back to the McPherson defense. Ball getting moved forward now. Derek Eslinger able to put a hand on it. Make an easy catch. Routine save. Not getting ready to punt this one away. Huge clearance now. John Lee trying to get something on that. Couldn't quite. Tyler Combs now. Huge clearance forward, trying to find over the top. No runners, though, unfortunately. It's now going to be in McPherson possession. Just playing it back and forth. Trying to waste some time here. About 15 minutes in. Almost 15 minutes into this half. Huge ball whip to the back. Post winger looking for something top of the box. Jeremy Crable able to make the interception and clear the ball out for a McPherson throw. I think another freshman, Jesse, is going to be warming up for the Tabor College side. Freshman forward from Arlington. John Lee now. Trying to slip this one through with a little bit of footwork. Couldn't quite. George Eli now. Trying to find John Lee there. Couldn't quite. McPherson back in possession. Huge tackle from Tyler. Get this one out. McPherson College now. Almost building an attack there. Tabor able to clear it out. McPherson now with the throw in. McPherson getting ready to a throw. I think there's a substitution actually coming on first. They're going to be subbing their right winger off for number 7.
Substitution number 7, Sean Thompson.
Taking his time. I'm not seeing that the clock is still going to be winding down here. Just taking their time. I think the home fans caught onto their tactics down there. McPherson now utilizing the keeper, starting to move this one forward. McPherson College now. Still in possession, McPherson College. John Lee trying to chase this one down, almost catching a whiff of that ball as it came off the goalkeeper's feet. Not quite, though. Huge ball now. Rudy able to shut it down, though. Dane Peterson now with a huge clearance. Trying to find John Lee, who is just stepping back on sides. A little under 30 minutes now remaining this half. Tabor College still trying to find the go-ahead goal to tie this match back up. It's going to be a McPherson College throw now. So they get ready to try and build another attack here. You know, McPherson still trying to see if they can put this game to bed finally. It's now falling to the fallback again as he whips it in. Derek Eslinger able to make a comfortable catch for that ball. Get ready to clear this one out. Seems Colton Roundtree was the substitution that came off. John Lee moving forward, not quite able to make the possession, neither the play that he wanted. It's going to be a Tabor College throw. Played fast, though, to Darius Armstrong, who's moving this down the line. Lewis now trying to physical this McPherson forward. Jeremy Crable now on ball. Nice through ball. A little bit too heavy. Derek Eslinger able to step out of net and pick up the ball. Like I said before, this is the first KCAC conference match. So this will be huge for McPherson if they're able to pull away with the win here in their first match. Huge through ball there to Jesse, trying to find something. Forcing the McPherson defender to make the clearance. I think Dane Peterson just ran by the sideline making the substitution sign. So Ryan Peden stepping up to the line, but now Ethan Thompson as well. Jeremy Cribble trying to make the interception there. George Elia not quite able to make contact either. Jesse now one of the last to recover to this, but able to keep it out. So McPherson forward. So the McPherson forward was not able to make the play forward. Bit of a tongue twister there. Here's Dane Peterson subbing off. I believe Ethan is now stepping on for him. Ethan's going to be making the first throw in. John Lee trying to press this one up, couldn't quite. McPherson building an attack here. Nice possessions here. Top of the box, inside now. Almost a huge build-up of play there. They moved it around quite nicely in the box. Couldn't quite find the finish though, as it goes a bit wide of the front post. Derek Eslinger now. Huge clearance. I think they're not happy with the call. It seems Jesse was pushed down there. And they're not happy. He's talking to the side ref as well. Side official. John Lee is going to be the one subbed off. Ryan Peden now stepping up. Seemingly as a center attacking mid as Federico Bove is now lurking forward. Ryan Peden using his height as an advantage there, slipping forward. Rudy now able to regain possession there, Tyler. But McPherson stays strong in possession. Huge long ball. Rudy able to shut this one down though. McPherson keeping it in. Fantastic build to play. It's going to be top of the box, though. Getting ready for a strike, I assume. Not quite. Tabor College trying to regain possession here. Huge slide tackle there. Right into Federico's ankle. It's going to be a yellow card for the McPherson player. Seems Federico is still down. It's going to be a free kick for Tabor College with Derek Eslinger stepping up for it.
Hey, Austin, just be ready to turn. Hey, track.
Playing it forward now. McPherson defender able to catch this and put almost his winger on the through with tons of pace down that right side. Almost making a chance out of nothing. McPherson now with a throw-in. Substitution now. McPherson now with a huge ball whipped in, trying to find somebody. It's going to be out for another McPherson throw now. Huge ball. Trying to find that runner in for McPherson. Derek Eslinger able to catch it though. Just a little over 20 minutes left. This second half. It's Tabor College are still trying to find that go-ahead goal. Tyler trying a little bit of an ambitious back heel to find something there in the midfield. Couldn't quite. McPherson now building a great chance here. Moving it to the corner of the box, slipping it back. Huge tackle there. Couple of flops, couple of dives from both sides already in this soccer match. McPherson now back in possession. We see number 15, Braden Oliver, now stepping up on the line again, getting ready to make a substitution for what we can only assume would be Federico Bove at the center attacking mid position. Never mind. It seems Tyler Combs is going to be the one coming off. Braden Oliver coming on as a center defensive mid, partnered by Jeremy Crable there. He steps on. Again, just a little over 20 minutes. Tabor's trying to find something here. Trying to whip this one in, almost finding Jesse lurking there behind the defender. It's going to be another throw-in, though, for Tabor College now. Near the corner flag. Ryan Peden trying to make something happen here. Couldn't quite. It's going to be a McPherson goal kick.
Big shout out to the hardest-working golfers of the KCAC. Harley, Kira, Maddie, Nick, and Hannah. Thanks for coming out.
McPherson now on the goal kick.
Softball players hard work.
Big clearance upfield now. Braden trying to move forward, trying to make something happen here. McPherson now, huge clearance, moving it down the wing, trying to make something happen here. Nice little flick up from the fallback. George Elias staying strong, catching the deflection. It's going to be a goal kick for Tabor College. Derek Eslinger now. McPherson trying to keep this one. Keeps it in, actually. I didn't realize. Almost catching another one to the inside on the front post to make it 2-0. It's going to be a corner kick for McPherson College. Whipped in, almost finding. Beautiful contact there, not quite. It's going to be a goal kick now for Tabor College. Derek Eslinger now. Setting this one down. I think Tabor College, you can hear the vocals of the field. They're really trying to get back into this game now. They really think that if they start pushing now with just over 15 minutes remaining, they try and find that go-ahead equalizer. McPherson moving this one forward. With a bit of numbers now, moving forward. I think Federico Bove taking a bit of a stretch break down there in the middle. Down there in the middle of the park. The McPherson player is down. I think Braden just received a talking to by the official. Seems Federico Bove still on the ground. Getting stretched out. Seems some problem with his ankle. The player's heading in for water now. It's a little over 15 minutes remaining in this half. Bulldogs are still 1-0 up over the Tabor College Blue Jays. Just a word from our sponsor now. Contact Paul for all your life, home, and car insurance and more at Paul Brooks State Farm Insurance at 2121 North Tyler, Wichita, Kansas. Find solutions to all your storage needs with proper security measures at Fleming's Mini Store All at 407 South Date, Hillsboro. And the Mennonite Brethren Foundation giving meaning to money. Thank you guys for sponsoring the stream. Seems Federico Bove is still down. Jim's checking out his ankle to make sure he's all good. Hopefully not too serious of an injury with an upcoming match on Friday for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays now trying to see if injury. It's the goalie. I think he was checking down one of the cameras down there.
Hey, Red, stay focused! Hey, Austin.
Still just making sure Bove is okay. Seems he's getting to his feet now. I think he's going to be getting subbed off here. I believe Tyler Combs is going to be coming back on for Federico Bove, moving Braden back to that cam position like earlier, and leaving Tyler and Jeremy in the defensive mid positions. Playing it quick, finding a touch there on that front post, almost getting a huge chance. What a fantastic goal. Still getting knocked around here. McPherson still trying to build an attack. I believe that was, not sure who cleared that one out. I believe that was Braden. Got that cleared down line. It's now McPherson throw. Huge clear forward now. Ryan Peden moving on. McPherson able to deal with the pressure though. McPherson College back in possession. We're approaching the 15-minute mark. Ethan Thompson forced to make an interception there. Great touch from the McPherson forward. Lewis Firminger decides to just take it wide and just make it a dead ball. Ball whipped down the line again. It seems that it stayed in. Ryan Peden's going to be the one making the touch here. Keeping it held up with the footwork. Seems it's going to be a throw for Tabor College, though. Lots of subs coming out here down on the sideline. We have Seems Juan Pablo, Colton Roundtree, Dane Peterson, and John Lee are all coming back on. With Jesse, Ethan Thomas, Darius Armstrong, and Braden Oliver stepping off the field now. A little bit more of a return to the starting lineup, I'd say. Ball's now back in play again. It's going to be a goal kick for Tabor College. Big hit now. He's moving towards the midfield. McPherson able to get ahead to it, though. Playing it back quickly to their goalkeeper. Can't pick it up. Ryan Peden now. Jeremy Cribble able to hold this one up now. I think maybe trying to catch a deflection off of that McPherson midfielder, but couldn't quite. It's going to be out for a McPherson throw. Yellow card now for Tyler Combs. Big challenge. I think the trainers might be having to look at him in a second. I guess not. Seems a clip is going to be coming on. Ball's played in. Derek Eislinger able to make the save there. John Lee now trying to pick this one up. George Zelaya able to get a nice little touch there. Huge body from a McPherson player. It's going to be a free kick for Tabor College. Lots of bumps, lots of nicks, lots of hits down there on the field. Just a little over 10 minutes remaining now. Huge ball, back post, goalie's able to catch it. Quite a simple routine catch there. Still in a dangerous area though. The McPherson forward able to put it right over Derek Eslinger for 2-0 now as McPherson just get a nice little tap on there right over Derek Eslinger to pretty much secure this victory. 12 minutes remain of this second half. You can hear some of the players yell, "Lock it down now." So they're content with their 2-0 lead now. McPherson now in possession. Colton Roundtree now moving this up the line. Flying right in Peen's feet. Big switch trying to find John Lee. Couldn't quite. Mac Winger now moving forward. George Delay able to make the interception play down the line, almost finding John Lee there. Mac back in possession. Fantastic through ball. Not quite able to find the forward. Not sure how much contact was really made on that player there. He's holding his knee. I thought he'd be more around his chest area where Derek actually seemed to have dropped an arm. Player apparently says he's fine to the ref. Seems to be walking it off pretty fine now. Derek Eslinger now throwing it out. Ryan Peden now. Swing across. Jeremy Crable not able to make the touch he wanted. It's going to be McPherson now. Dane Peterson hauling to get this one back. Clipped him a little bit there. I think it maybe a foul. Yep, it's going to be a foul call. It's going to be a free kick for Tabor College now. Just a little over 10 minutes remaining of this half. Just recently now 2-0 for the Bulldogs, as they got a nice little touch right over the keeper for the header. Whipped back post, trying to find Colton Roundtree back there. It seems the mat keeper is going to just be wasting time here. Huge clear from Matt goalkeeper. Lewis Firminger trying to pick up the straggler, able to pick it up. Jeremy Crable now on ball. John Lee trying to slip him back, couldn't quite. Now using the fallback in the winger advantage, finding a nice through ball to hit right off the post. Fantastic placement from that cross in to catch right on the forward's run. Able to hit it on the first time on the volley. Fantastic cross, almost a fantastic finish as well. Just mere inches away from going back into net off that post. McPherson College now back in possession. Moving this wide. Lewis Firminger deciding just to play it out. 8.5 minutes remaining now of this second half. Brody finding Peden. Moving it back, not able to quite keep possession here. JP now moving this around to Tyler. Trying to find that back post runner, Colton Roundtree. Just keeping it in. Trying to find the top of the box to Juan Pablo. Couldn't quite catch it. Almost seems as some of the Tabor players have given up at this point. Derek Eslinger able to pick this one back up. Huge attack build for McPherson College. They weren't able to quite put it away, but I mean, you can only see some of the defeat in the body language of the Tabor players right now. McPherson now looking to really put this one to bed. Really looking to put this one to bed to make it 3-0. 7 minutes remaining now. It's going to be a McPherson throw now. Substitutions now for McPherson College. McPherson hitting this one. Huge strike. It's going to go over the bar, though. Derek Eslinger now for the goal kick. Seems Colton has switched sides. He's now going to be playing that right mid position. I think Ryan Peden has gone back to the hole, and John has moved into the forward position. Move forward. Huge hands from Derek Eslinger. Big shot, top of the box for McPherson College, almost making it 3-0. I think, if anything, MVP, Derek Eslinger for the Tabor side. Without him, his side should be, you know, maybe 5-0 down at this point. You know, there's always a bright side to getting stomped sometimes. Because they keep rattling the shots. If the keeper's there to keep making those saves. McPherson now building an attack. I think they're just trying to wait this game out. A couple of injuries. Try and run down the clock now. Some of the fireworks are starting to show from some of the fans. Everyone's getting a bit frustrated at this point. Ryan Peden now is stepping up to try and make an interception here. Dave Peterson almost making a spectacular acrobatic save there. Couldn't quite keep possession here. Now he's shadowing his man. Still is able to get the pass off somehow. Shot again, Derek Eslinger. Firm hand to keep it out of the back of his net. Ball clear forward now. Darius Armstrong into Ryan Peden. Played wide now. Jeremy Crable trying to find something forward, couldn't quite. McPherson trying to build maybe one of the last attacks of the game here. George Eli able to shut it down, trying to play Play the line to John Lee. Couldn't quite. Just a little over 2 minutes remaining now. It's a McPherson throw in. John Lee now on the ball. A little bit of footwork here, not able to keep it in now. Back to Derek Eslinger now. Tabor College trying to pressure this one back. Just a minute remaining now. Smack try and move this forward maybe for the last time. Top of the box now. Mack now trying to build a shot here. Still kind of falling around. Tabor able to make the clearances. John Lee now trying to move forward. Foul was called. Trainer is now coming in.
Hey, come on, hey, set up now, let's go. Hey, we're outside 18.
Seems he needed the trainer to pick him up.
Everyone get back. Oi, no further in this line. Get back. No further in the 10. No further in the 10. Back. I got two. Oi, two. I got two. Hey, everyone's the man.
Tabor College now with the free kick. It's the player's taking his time off. I think I might not feel as sympathetic because I saw him rolling down there a little bit. He's with a lip in the leg. You know, you're usually not rolling around on the ground if you got a leg injury. From having 2 torn ACLs, I know you usually want to stay as still as possible. George the Lion now. Only one back with Derek Eslinger as they whip this one in. Tons of players forward. Just shot after shot trying to find something at the top of the box to keep it in their half. It's going to be 30 seconds remaining now. Ball's going to be out for a Tabor College throw. Darius Armstrong, 15 seconds remaining now. Ball's gotten thrown long. Huge clearance. And there is the final seconds of the match. And that ends the first KCAC match conference, conference match. Tabor College Blue Jays take on the McPherson Bulldogs and lost 2-0. Thank you guys for coming out to stream. Interesting matchup. Players are shaking hands down there. One more time, Bulldogs won 2-0 over the Blue Jays. Thank you guys for coming out to stream.